All right, so I decided not to sand it with the 80 grit sandpaper, because then, you know, you need a little divots and crevices for the glue to stick to kind of grab hold. Some people will take one of those tiger paws that you do use for wallpaper removal and do that. I don't like those things. I tried that one time and I didn't much care for it. And then you can take a board and put 1,000 nails in it, go along and pack it like that. But I don't have any problem with it sticking. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go along and throw some caulk on it. It's just exterior grade caulk. You can use whatever brand you like. This is by Sherwin-Williams. It's a 55-year caulk. And this is I want to make sure I got all the holes sealed up, all the cracks. Places for water to seep in. And it's not a big deal if you don't do this. You just make for a drier ride, because poor man's fiberglass is just not that. It's not watertight, really. Watertight to, you know, to a degree, but just it's better to, if your boat doesn't hold water, it's just better. And plus, this caulking like this gives you a smoother corner up there, so when you poking, you know, putting the glue on there, and then you put the burlap or bed sheets or whatever you're using, it just gives a little bit smoother corner as well. And this foam will eventually get waterlogged and be worthless if you leave it sitting in the water and the water gets past your, let's say, house paint or boat paint, whatever you're going to put on it. I wouldn't spend a lot of money for fancy boat paint if you're doing poor man's fiberglass, because it's going to flex anyway, and then you're going to be, your beautiful paint job's just going to go by the wayside. So just use whatever you can get cheaply that you're okay with. Hell, even interior paint will work. I have a canoe that was in the family for a long time, like 25, 30 years. My brother had loaned it to a neighbor, and they painted it with interior grade house paint, sky blue, which is, oh, it's hideous. I mean, for a man's boat. But that lasted until I repainted it. So you don't need to spend a lot of money. Now, if you do like I did with that other boat that I made that are fiberglass, that's a different story, because the fiberglass is not going to flex, you know, very much. It may flex some. So, but remember, if you're going to fiberglass the boat, you need at least 1/4 inch thickness for fiberglass. Otherwise, it's just not enough, and every time you bump something, it's going to fracture. Then you're going to be having splinters, and you're not going to be happy with that. So, go poor man's fiberglass. It'll take a lot more abuse, and you can fix it. You know, you can fix it on the water. Just dry it off and just rinse and repeat. Add your fiberglass, your poor man's fiberglass, and glue it down, and you're good to go. All right, I gotta go because somebody's knocking on the door, and I'll see y'all soon. Thanks for watching.